Good evening. Welcome to this special COVID-19 edition of Connections with Kenyatta Collins. I'm your host. On this final episode of this season, I, along with my producer, both agreed that dialogue concerning this virus outbreak is needed. Thank you for allowing Connections to give you different views on the toll coronavirus has had on our society. Although it is uncertain when we will return to our normal life, it is my prayer that when this is over, we will all be a better world. Locally, this organization has adapted to change, all while still supplying the needs of our elderly citizens. Stick around to hear from their executive director and how they're doubling their efforts in helping our cherished senior citizens. You're watching Connections with Kenyatta Collins. We'll be right back.
Hello, I'm Pastor Leo D. Cyrus, inviting you to share with us in our worship service. New Hope continues to do God's work in our community through weekly worship services and Bible studies. Our ministry has several outreach programs that serve the people of our community. Come be a part of our church family. We'd love to have you.
With the rise of racism and peace being taken from the world, it leaves a person to wonder, what's going on in the world? Sadly, these things are not going away. Read The Dog Whistleblower to find the link between racism and the coming Armageddon.
Staff and faculty treated my kids like they were their own.
Shiloh is a place where, your kids can come and be themselves.
The staff is very open to things that the parents have to say.
To enroll your child in Shiloh's Early Learning Academy, call 225-343-4734.
The COVID-19 pandemic continues to turn our society upside down, causing many of our elderly citizens to endure unforeseen hardships. This is where the EBR Council on Aging and Meals on Wheels makes their presence known, delivering much-needed food boxes to seniors.
Well, we ordered it from our food vendor, which is Merchants Food Vendor. They delivered us a 18-wheeler bed that's in the back of the building, and it's stocked with food so that we can pull it as we cook it, and then they come back daily and restock it. So we're cooking 18-wheelers of food weekly.
EBR Parish residents aged 60 or older are eligible to have frozen meals delivered to their home on a weekly basis. Like the congregate meals, these meals are also prepared fresh daily.
We have 23 senior centers across the parish. And so what we're doing now is we've converted every client in our database to a home-based client. So what that means is we bring everything to you to your house. You don't have to come out. We bring in food pantry, which is bags of groceries. We are bringing meals at 14 at a time. We are bringing supplies, which is our material aid program, Depends, Insure, as well as hand sanitizers, toilet paper, and those type of things. Some disinfectant, some stuff, if we can get our hands on it, we're delivering.
These are selfless acts during a time that Clark Amar says the Council on Aging has never seen.
I haven't seen anything as chaotic, and there's so many unknowns that all the seniors' fears are at a high level, and I've never seen that before. Now, we've been through the flood and a couple of floods, but it wasn't to this level of fear.
The staff and volunteers package and distribute large quantities throughout the parish. Meals on Wheels senior participants make up about 1,900 households, while another 1,200 people are members of area senior centers.
Every employee, I have 152 employees, we all out delivering. Between yesterday and Saturday, we are anticipating delivering over 55,000 meals.
They have been fantastic. After delivering these meals to me, I don't have to worry about that. So I'm very pleased with them, and my neighbors are very pleased with them too. So it's been a great help.
Any senior citizen of East Baton Rouge Parish qualifies to receive delivered meals, and here's how.
You need to call the Council on Aging at 225-923-8000. You can email us at info@ebrcoa.org, or you can go on our website at www.ebrcoa.org. But you need to have some patience when you do that, because be mindful, we have 20,000 people in our database already. We have 7,000 that are currently active, meaning they participate daily in some of our activities. We have 23 programs, so they participate daily already. So we're feeding the 7,000 now, and we're adding new people who've never heard of us, who've never participated, never called us until this pandemic. As we add them onto our services, then we bring the meals to them. So it's taking time, because we have to cook some extra meals. You know, we sent out all that we cooked, so we'll need 2 or 3 days to replenish, because you want a good product. You don't want anything just thrown together. And we cook cultural, regional meals, red beans and rice. You know, this is not enchiladas. This is the stuff that we eat every day. And so it's taking my staff a little time to recoup what we just sent out. So they have to have some patience, but they can call, email, or check the website.
As the COVID-19 virus continues to strike fear in our community, the Council on Aging has decided to double up on their Meals on Wheels distribution to aid our citizens.
What I want the seniors to know is, don't panic. You know, you have to filter the information that you're getting. Get information from reputable places like the governor or the CDC or your local legislator. But the stuff you're reading on Facebook, you getting in the inbox, you reading on the email, all of that is not true or valid. So get your information from a reputable place, and don't panic. If you find and you're in your home and you need something, call us. But at the same time, we as a community have to learn, before times of disaster, we have to learn how to put the neighbor back in neighborhood. If you have seniors that live on your street, you should check on them. You ought to know Miss So-and-so need a loaf of bread. And when you go out to get your bread, pick her one up. She'll give you the $2 back. Pick up. Look out for your neighbor. Look out for your church members. Look out for your friend's grandmother or great-grandmother. If they out of town working, you know, we get a lot of calls from folks that are out of town, and could you check on my mom? We need to do that before a disaster hits.
For Connections with this special COVID-19 report, I'm Kenyatta Collins.
Staff and faculty treated my kids like they were their own.
Shiloh is a place where, you know, your kids can come and be themselves.
The staff is very open to things that the parents have to say.
To enroll your child in Shiloh's Early Learning Academy, call 225-343-4734.
Hi, this is Fred Jeff Smith, pastor of Shiloh Missionary Baptist Church. Shiloh is a traditional church with the timeless message of the gospel of Jesus Christ. But that doesn't mean that we don't have something that will entice and intrigue you. We have a wonderful music ministry. We have wonderful children's ministries. We have a fabulous Christian education ministry. We're reaching out to you, inviting you to come and be a part of the Shiloh Missionary Baptist Church. We want you to come and check us out. You'll be glad that you did.
As this deadly virus continues to spread, the CDC has enforced the closure of bars, restaurants, and other establishments. But what does this mean for those employees? First up, I spoke with real estate agent Shamikia Mayfield on how this has affected her industry.
Interest rates are still phenomenal. They're still at an all-time low. It's still a great time for people to purchase if they are in position to purchase. It's still a very delicate and sensitive time because the uncertainty of so many people's jobs and careers. However, there are still some people that are in position to purchase. And for those people that are, that are able to capitalize on that great interest rate at this time, I'd say take advantage. Right now, it's so much unknown. But as of Tuesday, East Baton Rouge Parish Clerk of Court office, they are still filing mortgages. It's not open to the public, but they can still file the mortgages. So at this point, the processes are still moving. So it's still going through. Safety and precautions is very important, but we live in a tech age. Right now, there are virtual tours. You can even do virtual home tours and find a home that way. So it's a lot of different levels and creative ways that we can still continue the process of becoming a homeowner.
The closure of bars and other establishments continue to weigh heavy on many in the service industry. Let's now hear from the owner of Ruffin's Downtown Daiquiri and Lounge, Lloyd Ruffin's, and mixologist Carnay Granville.
Basically, the business is cut probably by about 75%. I had to close my location downtown because all nightclubs, daiquiri shops, and so a lot of the restaurants have to be closed, and bars.
That means no tips, baby. That means my money is going down because, I can't work, This coronavirus thing is really serious and, I don't blame them. I can't get mad about the situation, but we need some type of relief or something because I know a few people that are just bartenders with no other jobs, and it's going to be even more rough. Like, I have other jobs, but still, like, bartending was my main job, and now that I don't receive that money anymore, it's kind of showing up in my account.
Baker, the location, Ruffin's 2, is actually permitted as a restaurant. Ruffin's 2 is serving the full menu of fried ribs, seafood nachos, po' boys, salmon and vegetables, all your fish dishes, your pasta dishes, and of course we have our daiquiris as well. Right now we are opening for about 11 in the beginning of the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then on Friday and Saturday we open from 12 to 12. We usually close in on earlier part of the week between 10 and 11. If the crowd is still coming in and the takeouts are still coming in, we'll still open a little later. So that's kind of flexible. If the place goes completely empty for, let's say, an hour straight, we'll close down. But for the most part, we've been closing around 10:30.
Working out, spending time with my daughter, making her work out, cooking, because working out and cooking gotta go hand in hand. For you just cook too much, you're gonna get fat, So just cooking, working out, spending time with my daughter, not really going anywhere. I want to though, like boredom has really sunken in, and I don't know, I might make a vision board today or something, I don't know. Just out the box type of things for me.
With restrictions on businesses, we spoke to a few cosmetologists about how their industry has maintained this current climate of crisis.
People are scared. That's as one as I can get. People are afraid, not sure if it's safe enough to come in. Is it clean enough? Are we cleaning?
Well, we have an air purifier in the salon and on the outside, like throughout the building. We wipe down like every 30 minutes. We have to wipe. Even if we don't have a client, we still have to spray down and wipe everything to make sure everything stays pure.
The reason why I choose to come to work to service my clients is because they depend on me to do everything for their hair, to keep them up and things like that. And plus, cosmetology is my passion, When I signed up to be a cosmetologist, that's with any and everything, rain, sleet, snow, anything.
I just kind of take it like one day at a time. I can't stress over something I can't do nothing about. It's just going to be what it's going to be.
Are you suffering from substance abuse? Has your addiction taken over your life and left you defeated? Don't give up hope. The New Hope Outpatient Substance Clinic can help you achieve abstinence from addiction. Call 225-926-7911 today and begin your journey towards a better life.
The entertainment industry saw itself come to a screeching halt due to the coronavirus. I spoke with late night talk show host and traveling stand-up comedian Will Merrill on how he's dealing with this crisis.
Well, as of right now, like I had like a bunch of shows lined up just throughout, Baton Rouge, Mandeville, New Orleans, Hammond, all these different areas that are all basically canceled. All the shows that I have for the foreseeable future are canceled, mainly because they're in bars, they're in venues, and with the limitation made by the CDC and from the governor, basically saying that limited to 50 people and limiting social interaction, having social distance. It's hard to have, comedy shows. It's hard to have a bunch of people in one area, but in distance at the same time. So it's crazy, mainly because we don't know what the future holds. We don't know how long this is going to last. But yeah, for the foreseeable future, there's no comedy. There's no performing arts whatsoever. Well, I have released the video to my album. My album that came out last year called Work, the album. Also, I plan on probably just being, doing what other comedians are doing. A lot of folks are out there doing like virtual open mics where they'll, you record your set and then someone edits it and then posts it online or something like that. So there's different ways around it. But right now we're just kind of trying to figure it all out.
Hello, I'm Dr. Gerard Robinson Sr., pastor of the McEwen Baptist Church, and I want to invite you and your family to join the McEwen family in our worship experience. We have a number of ministries and outreach programs that's sure to strengthen your walk with Christ. I'm asking you to take the next step in your walk with Christ by joining us at the McEwen Baptist Church. We look forward to seeing you there.
Are you suffering from substance abuse? Has your addiction taken over your life and left you defeated? Don't give up hope. The New Hope Outpatient Substance Clinic can help you achieve abstinence from addiction. Call 225-926-7911 today and begin your journey towards a better life.
Good evening and welcome to Connections with Kenyatta Collins. By now you know the severity of the COVID-19, and we've spoken to those all over, we've heard from those all over, but we have not heard from our faith-based community. Joining me on today from the best church on this side of heaven, Pastor Fred Jeff Smith of the Shiloh Missionary Baptist Church. Welcome, Pastor Fred.
Thank you so much, Kenyatta.
Thank you. This virus it's taken us by surprise.
Yes.
And it has gone so fast that we just can't really keep up. So as pastor of one of the biggest, the most historic church that I can say, the most historic church in Baton Rouge, what are some of the things that you are encouraging your members to practice during this time?
Primarily, I'm encouraging them to follow the medical advice from experts. If you have immunodeficiencies, if you are elderly, if you are in any way health vulnerable, then stay home, stay away from large crowds. Last week at this time, we're filming on a Sunday. Last week we were limited to 250 people. This week we're limited to 50 people gathered. And I'm grateful that the members of our church have responded by following that advice. We have the capability, and we thank God for it, of rendering our worship experiences and our Bible studies via live stream. And we are doing that, and based on the numbers that I have seen, people are responding and they are paying attention to them. And I would encourage people to continue to do that until this crisis has passed, until, as they say, we have flattened the line out and people are able to come back out safely. Then I would just encourage people to follow the advice of the medical professionals and of our governmental leaders.
Because we don't know how long this will last and we're living day by day with the virus, what changes has that caused at Shiloh?
Well, Lent is the most significant season in our Christian calendar. It is recognition of the sacrifice that was made by our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And here at Shiloh, we have several activities that are traditional to us surrounding the Lenten season. We have canceled all of those. We have canceled our Road to Renewal midday worships. We have canceled our spring revival. We have canceled our youth activities, our Easter egg hunt, our Easter drama, because we are concerned about the safety of people. Is that disconcerting? Is that difficult and different this year from years past? Absolutely it is, based upon the governor's mandate that there be no more than 50 people here until April 13th. Well, Resurrection Sunday is April 12th. And so that means that on Resurrection Sunday, we're going to have to worship primarily via live stream. We have made the adjustments as best we can to the worship experiences. And again, I'm grateful to the members of our church and the members of our staff, because we have our audiovisual staff, we have our music staff, we have our office staff, we have our ministerial staff. All of them has adjusted as well to the things that we can and cannot do. With regard to the other ministries of the church, we are still here Monday through Friday. We have not been placed on lockdown. We have not closed our doors. And so for us, the goal is to be as normal as you can in an extremely abnormal and unusual situation. And so Shiloh is just trying to ride along this tide until it shifts and continue to provide service in a relevant, meaningful, and purposeful way.
Hey, man. What are your views on this virus? What do you feel about it?
I'm not going to give some kind of theological explanation. I see some of my colleagues wanting to do that. I'll leave that to them. What I will say is that it's real and that we need to take it seriously, and that everyone, regardless of age, regardless of your physical condition, some people are very healthy. You still need to heed the advice of medical professionals regarding hygiene and frequency of washing hands, how to handle yourself. I still believe that we need to practice what they're now calling social distancing and do those things that are necessary. I think that in times of sickness, we turn to Jesus because we believe that Jesus is the great physician. And we trust him. And our faith says that in any and all situations, we would lift up the name of Jesus. Now, some people want to call this a judgment from heaven. Some people want to say, I'll leave that to them. I'm going to say that it's a period where a virus has taken hold of the world, and we need to respond with sense, but also with faith.
With sense and also with faith. Thank you so much for having me on today. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for allowing me this interview. If you are not able to attend Shiloh for the reason of this virus, you're sick, we do encourage you to stay home, right, Pastor Smith?
Yes, we do.
We do, and while you are there, take advantage of our live stream. It is posted on all of our social media links. You cannot miss it. If you can't find it, just contact me. I'm always available. Kenyatta M. Collins. You know how to contact me. Thank you so much. Have a good one. We'll be right back.
Hello everyone, I'm Brandon Griffin, aka Mr. Grip.
I'm Bentley, the Hip Hop Barber Pole.
The Hip Hop Barbershop offers the best haircuts.
We service ladies too, Grip.
Ladies, we can do your eyebrows and your cut as well.
We welcome walk-ins, but tell them about the online booking.
That's right, you can book an appointment online as well, or give us a call at 225-252-7773.
We know the flavor, neighbor.
Hello, I'm Dr. Gerard Robinson Sr., pastor of the McEwen Baptist Church, and I want to invite you and your family to join the McEwen family in our worship experience. We have a number of ministries and outreach programs that's sure to strengthen your walk with Christ. I'm asking you to take the next step in your walk with Christ by joining us at the McEwen Baptist Church. We look forward to seeing you there.
And just like that, it's time that I bid you adieu. Season 1 was a hit, so we came back for round 2, and this too has also been one hell of a season, and I've enjoyed the journey. But this is not the end of Connections. Be sure to continue following me on all social media platforms, as I will continue to post up-to-date content and more news. A big thank you to this season's guests, and a special thank you to Terrence Turner and Alex Scott and everyone at Mad Game Entertainment headquarters. Shout out to my parents who never miss an episode. Until we meet again, you all stay safe and don't let this Rona catch you slipping. Be good to yourself and others. I'm Kenyatta Collins, aka Big Sheba, signing out for season 2 of Connections. Have a good one.